Hey guys, welcome back. Part number 3 of the Galaxian control panel overlay reproduction. In the last video we downloaded, no, that was the first video by the way. In the last video we extracted the Galaxian logo from the PDF and now it's time to fix it up. As you can see, first I'm going to make some separations and create some paths so that everything will be one path instead of a lot of layers and things like that. I like to organize these things, separate the things. As you can see here, there is a gap. We need to fix that, of course, and there are more gaps. So first I'm going to take out the parts that I need and combine the layers. First I cut everything up. As you can see, here is another line because this was overlapping. I cut everything up, select everything from the same color and join it together again. So it will be one path instead of a lot of layers that do not match very nicely. I'd like to do it in this way, and in the end I will make like a one solid color red. I will fill it in totally. On top of that the brown layer, and on top of that the green stuff, and at last the star, which will be removed in our control panel because we don't need it. But in this moment I'm still in the assumption of using that. As you can see, there is a flaw here. I didn't see it before, but it looks like someone made a mistake here in some way, because I didn't create the logo myself. I just adjust it, and as you can see, I'm trying to connect the two parts together again and trying to respect the shape of the curve as much as possible, because yeah, it's just eyeballing now in this moment and there is no really a guide for it. As you can see, I'm trying to keep the shape as tight as possible and fixing some mistakes here and there. I think I will speed up the video a little bit more because this is a pretty long job to make everything perfectly and fit together nicely. So let's just make it 8 times instead of 4 times. As you can see, the timer is running much more faster now, and it's just a tedious job because there's a lot of things necessary to fix in this part, and yeah, in the end it doesn't really matter to show every detail here. It's just that you have an idea how it works. Let me speed down a little bit because I see that the image is not looking so good when in 8 times fast forward. It's kind of blocky and that doesn't look so good. What I'm doing here is I'm taking the edge of the part there to close the gaps and make one solid background. I was fooling around with it because in the end I discovered that if you only select the inside path, you can delete it in one time. So, well, I'm not a professional. I'm also just some guy playing with Adobe Illustrator and trying to do it as best as I can. And yeah, like how can you say that? You're learning on the job. You learn while you go. So yeah, in the end it worked, of course, because yeah, when this is all together you join the paths and then it's one solid compound path. But it was maybe handier just to select the inner part and just delete it. Here I was a little distracted. That happens to me many times when I'm busy trying to recreate some artwork or whatever, that my eye just falls in something and I'm starting to work on that part. yeah, there's no really a rule for it, of course, in which order you need to do the things, but yeah, it was maybe better if I finished first the red fixing part and then start to recreate the dot on the letter I. Well, anyway, I'm going to get a little drink. I will play some music now and I will be right back, so enjoy the video. Well, I'm back again. I got me a nice little drink because my mouth is coming a little bit dry from all the talking, of course. Let me see, where are we now in this moment? I see I'm already starting to finish up and cleaning up as far as I can in this moment. In this moment when I was doing this, I was still under the assumption of using the star for the artwork, but in the end it will not be necessary. And as you can see, here's some parts that need to be fixed also. Let's see if there is another music. I don't know what it is. Just click something from the free music library from YouTube. So we will not have any problems with copyrighted music or that kind of things. In this moment you can see that I changed my mind. I removed all the parts that I just did and just start from scratch to create the letter I, and especially the dot on top of it, which was totally covered by the star and also cut out, as you can see here in this area here. It also needs some fix up too, and I'll speed up a little bit because yeah, this is just a lot of work. I don't know if it's interesting to show you in 4x speed, but it's just, yeah, trial and error. How do you say? Yeah, you try some things, it works, it doesn't work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and it's just a matter of experimenting. As you can see, I'm still fooling around a little bit there with the shape, although it looks correct. Taking it out so it will be one piece, and in the end the dot looks pretty okay. That's a little boring music. I'd like another one. What else is there? Bubble path. Let me see. Aurora Borealis? I don't know what is it, but just play it. We will just play it. Doesn't matter. Let's continue this part. Fixing up this part, not so difficult. Need to have some shape in the correct way. which later will be covered by the red part. I will speed up a little bit again because this is also just again work that you need to do to make it nice and look good. Later in the end, when it's on top of the original artwork, we can always adjust some things. It's just to get you in the ballpark. Once you are in the ballpark, later it's a matter of adjusting. It's not a rule to make everything perfect in the first time. You can always later adjust the things when needed, but if it's pretty close to how we need to have it, then that is of course nice. And I think I have all the parts now necessary and fixed up. And the only thing left to do is to take out the unnecessary parts and put it like this in a complete layer. And I see that here I select the things that need to be cut out. I select them and I see I make a mistake here. I'm taking out the dots that should stay there, and now it's fixed again. Also, there are some parts, some paths that don't need to be there, so I'm just going to delete them. Same as for the brown. We start to delete all the things. Same as also for the green part. All the unnecessary things will be deleted. Just select the correct things that we need. Remove all the garbage. Fix little mistakes like this. And that's generally it. Minor mistakes, minor things, just some details. In the end, it will be so small you won't even see it. But as I like to do it correctly, I'm going to make some adjustments, like here, this kind of things. It's just that I know it's there, it annoys me. So fixing it up, looks right, remove everything from the inside. And it's exactly the same story. Check everything, make the little tweaks here and there that are necessary to make it nice and even. Same for the green. No things are there that we don't need. Put the layers in the correct order. Put the star back, which we later will not use because we are not going to place the star in the artwork. My dog is making a lot of noise, so I'm going to stop the recording. I think it will be done for today. I'll see you on the next video.